It's Wednesday.
That's right. Today you're going to see everything that a couple on the carnivore diet get. And even if you're somewhere else in the world, the tips should still apply. The brand might be different, but it's all essentially the same, really.
Come with us.
Hey guys, could I get 6 kilograms of beef mince? Another thing I'll get is beef chuck steak. It's a really cheap meat that you can quickly cook in the pressure cooker or slow cook it. And it comes out really nice and tender. Really good for buying in bulk, and one chuck steak could last like 4 meals for between Sada and I. Another good option are the beef spare ribs. They are quite cheap and they taste really good, and they take about 30 minutes in the pressure cooker. Worth giving it a shot if you haven't done it before. I'm not going to get it today, but I really like beef spare ribs. 3 bone marrow bones. Thank you. So in that shop we got beef mince, we got chuck steak, and we got some bone marrow bones, which go really well with the chuck steak. Normally we could get pork, but Sada's a little over the pork, so what we're going to get instead of the pork chops are lamb shoulder chops, which are just here. Yeah, I'm trying to decide which lamb chop I want. Let's do 1 kilo of each. Yeah.
You can see this one, you can bought it.
Yeah, absolutely, perfect. Thank you. Lamb shoulder chops are really nice and tender. They're quite cheap, so it's great on a budget, and it's very easy to fry up. You can cook them up within like 5 minutes. We're going to try the 2 different ones. One's the leg chop and one's the shoulder chop, and we'll decide which one we like better. See that the leg chop has more meat, but the shoulder chop has a bit more fat, and we're always looking for more fat, so we might prefer that one. We got 2 kilos worth of that, and that will last us probably 4 meals. And we usually have a lamb shoulder chop for lunch. So we start off with the beef mince and eggs for breakfast, and then we'll have the shoulder chops for lunch. Sada won't have dinner, and I might have a bit of extra mince or something, just like a half a meal for dinner, or we cook the chuck steak for dinner. So right there is most of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now there's one meal that we are missing, and it's very key, and sometimes...
Eggs!
So we're gonna go get the eggs, and then we're gonna go off to the supermarket to get those other little bits and pieces. Can I get 2 trays of eggs? Quite expensive, but it's worth it. Sweet, so we got our meat, we got our eggs. Now let's go to the supermarket.
Alright, first stop is done. It's crazy because we used to come to these markets to get a lot of fruit, vegetables. It feels like this diet has simplified our grocery shop a lot, and I think that's the beauty of this diet. This diet has simplified so much our life.
It can seem like so restrictive, oh, you can only eat one thing, but there are actually a lot of benefits to eating restrictive, is that it just makes life so simple.
Like even cooking, to have to think of like an entire meal, you know, with macros, micros, protein, carbohydrates, fats, all of these, to now it's just like a steak and sometimes some eggs, and that's pretty much it.
On any carnivore diet, one of the most important things that you can do is get yourself a good butter. So what do you look for in butter? First of all, you want to avoid things like margarine. You can say it right here on the front, they're proud of it. Made with 100% canola oil, so this is no good. You want whole foods, animal products. You don't want seed oils. Avoid all margarine, spreadables, things like that. And you want to look in the ingredients list and check that it is actually 100% milk. So let's have a look here. This is butter, and then let's check the ingredients, and it says it's butter 64%, but 23% canola oil. It's got water, lactic culture, salt, vitamin D. This is not where you want to be getting your vitamin D from, and you don't want to be getting your seed oils from here too. So even if it says butter, you still have to check the ingredient. Butter that I get is this one. It's really good. Things I look for is, yes, it's grass-fed, But let's check the ingredients. Cream from cow's milk, contains milk, that's it. One ingredient, which is milk. And that's what you want. You just want one ingredient. You don't want all the additives or anything like that. So this is really good. It's also grass-fed, so that's our added bonus. That's what I'm going to be getting for my butter. You might not know this, but you can actually have yogurt on the carnivore diet. When you're in the yogurt section, there is a lot of different things that you can choose from. What would I choose, and what are some things that you should avoid? So let's just have a look what's right in front of us, and always check the label, check the ingredients. And so this one has all sorts of stuff like milk, skim milk. It's got sugar, so that automatically rules that one out. This is no good. Most of these will have sugar, will have fruit, which we can't have either. So what I'm actually looking for, it's usually Greek yogurt is usually the best. So let's have a look at some natural Greek yogurt. Let's have a look at ingredients. Milk, cream, live yogurt cultures, and that's it. So this is actually a good brand. And unfortunately, I'm cutting out all dairy from my carnivore diet. So although I could get this, and I do find it delicious, I'm not going to get it today. So this is like the deli section, and on the outside it looks like it all could be carnivore foods. You've got bacon, and you've got chicken and sausages and all these sort of things, but this section is quite dangerous, and I want to show you some things to look out for. So let's have a look at this bacon, right? Normally bacon in a packet, unfortunately, it looks good. Looks like it's natural bacon, but let's have a look at the ingredients. Would you look at that? It's pork, water, salt and sugar, stabilizers and antioxidants. It's got preservatives. So look at that. You would think that's natural bacon, but it's actually full of sugar and preservatives. So don't get your meats from here. And it's pretty much the same across the board as this has all got fillers and preservatives and sugar. And so I don't ever really get my meat from here. So avoid the deli or sandwich section. It's no good. So I'm here in the cooking oil section, and there's lots to choose from, but really our choice is really small. Out of everything, this is one of the options. So you want to get ghee. It's quite delicious and really, really good to cook with. And look, here's another option, is duck fat. So you really want to be looking for anything that is from an animal. And then basically all these other stuff.
Poison.
There you go, it's poison, so don't get it. Pretty much in all of this supermarket, the only thing that I really get is usually just butter, ghee, maybe a bit of yogurt. Most of the stuff that I find in the supermarket is not compatible on the carnivore diet, although it is tempting to get some ice cream. It's not good, and it's gonna really wreck your body. So if you're gonna go into a supermarket, make sure you double check the ingredients, because there's a lot of nasties in this place. A lot of people say that the carnivore diet or eating healthy is just too expensive, but honestly, you should try being sick. That is way more expensive than being healthy. Now, people ask, can you do sauces or spices on the carnivore diet? And well, the short answer is no. Most of these sauces are pretty much complete garbage. Like, let's have a look at tomato sauce or ketchup if you're from the States. Let's have a look at the ingredients. It's got tomatoes, sugar, salt, acidity regulators. You're undoing all the hard work you're doing on the carnivore diet. They're just full of preservatives, they're full of sugar, and it's just terrible for you. So you're gonna have to cut out all the sauces, but you'll be better off for it. Honestly, the carnivore diet's great. It's really easy to shop, and you just feel so good at the end of the week when you've eaten all these delicious foods.
If you give carnivore a go for 30 days straight, and then you reintroduce fruit and vegetables, you'll realize what's the impact of fruit and vegetables in your body once it's finally detoxed of those things.
But even outside of fruit and vegetables, if you're eating anything from a packet, it's really scary. Like, we just saw multiple examples of so-called healthy food is just full of sugar and seed oils and things that we shouldn't be consuming these things. These aren't natural foods. And I think people don't realize that meat, butter, eggs, these are all natural foods. This is
And it's all we need.
100% whole food diet, and it has all the essential nutrients and vitamins that we need. It's definitely the way to eat. If you want some help on how to do the carnivore diet, then check out the meal plan in our description. We put a lot of effort into it because we wanted to make the carnivore diet fun. We wanted to make it delicious and
easy.
also easy. If you're lost and you're stuck, you don't know what to cook, how to cook it, well, guess what? We have the exact thing that you need. So check it out, and I'm sure you'll love it, and let us know how you go.